All right, welcome everybody. So my name is Aisha Queen. I live in Texas. I'm in the DFW area, but Fort Worth specifically. I've been with the company since September, and I'm a diamond affiliate, almost double diamond, y'all. I'm gunning for it. The team is gunning for it because I can't get there by myself. But that's why we're doing this call today because I want to share with y'all some things that have been working and some ideas that I know will work for sure. And, just so you can know a little bit about me, well, first of all, let's go back to the pen and paper we started with. You want to make sure you have pen and paper so you can take notes because honestly, it's no way you'll remember half of what I say by the time we get to the end. And there's going to be moments where you're going to hear something that inspires you, or you're going to hear something that you believe you can use right away. Or even I might drop a script. And sometimes ask my mom, Dina Queen, that's my mom. She's right there. So go ahead, comment in the chat. I'll say a script, and then immediately after she's like, "What you just say?" I'm like, "I have no idea." So take notes, have that pen in your hand, okay? So that way, if anything pops out at you, you can make sure that you are able to write it down immediately. Let me tell you, I probably have collected over 20 books of notes in my whole entire career. And honestly, when I first went to my first event in network marketing ever, first event ever, my upline handed me this legal pad. Y'all remember the yellow legal pads? She handed me this legal pad and a pen. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And she was like, take some notes. That was her energy. That's how she was. And I said, what am I supposed to write? She said, just start writing. So that's why I want to kind of give y'all a little insight on what to look out for and what to take notes on. Um, and so I've been in the industry for 16 years. I've been through so many different experiences and read a lot of books. And so what I do, one thing I like to do is when I have an idea, I really like to test it out and see how it works before I do a training on it. And I believe that this past month, this past 2 months, the idea that we've been working on within the people that I've been working with, I think that it's been really showing to be fruitful because we have had about 6 people hit the rank of gold within the last 2 months. And so, this really came to me because I was like, this compensation plan is bananas. And the products, when you anybody who here has used the products like consistently since you started, like you have done your scan and you're using your stack, specific stack for you. If you are that person, let me see you drop a number one in the chat. Have you been using your stack? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I honestly was not using my stack at first. Can I be honest? And so what happened was I had thought to myself, um, I was gonna play this clean version, but I changed my mind. So I had thought to myself, you know what? If I'm feeling good and I haven't been using my actual stack, then why not follow my actual stack? Like, let me do my scan and follow it and see, how what else can happen for me. And y'all, it was a game changer. So if you haven't done your scan and followed your own stack, I suggest you definitely do that. Because that'll be a big part of what drives you to be passionate about exposing your network to what we have. I want you to have that mindset as we talk about this gold rush. Let's have the mindset of if you look at your contacts right now, how many people do you have in your phone? Drop if you can look at it real quick and then come back to this Zoom. Go ahead and look at your contacts in your phone. Tell me how many phone numbers do you actually have? And if you want to guess, just guess. But let me tell you how, some people have 1,000, some people have 300, some people have 150, some people have 700. And if you really look at that and you see the quality of what we have, how people's health is being restored in short order. And I'm not talking about short order like within 90 days. I'm talking about within 3 days, 48 hours in some cases. Wouldn't you want to be the reason why you go through every single number in your phone and make sure that you create that awareness? So that's number one. Um, I also want to have you in mind with thinking about it like this. I'm pretty sure everybody on here, and if you didn't just start within the last week, you probably have been working on introducing people to this opportunity, right? And so, as you're introducing them to the opportunity, you could be faced with adversity. And you could have felt the feeling of that adversity. But I always like to share that if Jesus himself could not get everybody to see his message, why would we be able to? And that's why it's important to really take a tally of how many people you're connected to and look at it as you're on a divine assignment to make sure that these people know that our system exists. And that's how you can begin to embark on this movement that we're talking about here with the May movement, okay, for the gold rush. What the gold rush is, to summarize it, is just seeing how quickly you can become gold for yourself and create other goals in your organization. When you look at anybody who has hit any ranks around you, maybe you're looking at, I'm talking about, like, look at like a gold, a emerald, a diamond, a double diamond, a black diamond. What would be the difference between you and them? Could it be that maybe they're a little skinnier than you? Okay, we have the products to lose weight. Maybe they're looking a little happier than you. Okay, that just sounds like some meditation and some personal development and some mindset shifting. Maybe, but there's no difference, is my point. Nothing that you can't work on to become that person. One thing that I've told myself in the beginning of my career in network marketing is I'm going to analyze myself at every single phase, and I'm going to look at what it is that I need to change about my characteristics, what I need to change about my habits, and the person I need to be in order to get the results that I know that I deserve. Who here knows that you deserve to earn a six-figure check? Like, you just know, like, you're good to people, you have a good heart, you work hard, you've been working hard your whole life, you take care of everybody all the time. Like, you just know that you deserve it, right? And so it's like, what is the difference between who you are right now and somebody that's earning six figures a month? Besides the fact that they've done the work, the inner work, because it's the inner work that matters more than the outer work, if you believe it or not, right? And so, why does this matter right now for the gold rush? This is the first day, well, not the first of the day, because the company is so generous, y'all. If you don't understand how it goes, the first 4 days of the month, let me just say this, benefit you for the previous month and the new month. So this would be a good time for you to mash the gas every month between the first and the fourth, because what you do will help you close out the last month strong and start the new month strong. How genius was that for them to create it that way? And so this really begins the new month as of tomorrow. And so with the start of the month, this is the best time for you to start thinking about how you want to end the month. I don't know about you, but I know that I have been guilty in the past of riding the month out, kind of doing it a little bit here, doing it a little bit there. And then at the end of the month, in the last week, I'm trying to mash the gas to see if I can finish strong. But what if you mash the gas right now? Like that woman in the UK, Shayo, she posted every day. I think her 90 days is up, but she would do on Facebook. She was like day one of 90, day two of 90, day three of 90, and she mashed the gas for 90 days. Within 45 days, she was double diamond. And I'm not saying that everybody's scenario will play out like that, because it takes hard work, dedication, and good sales skills in all areas, right? So some people have a little bit more developing to do, but if you mash the gas, you are very much likely to come out 10 times better than you have been so far. If you mash the gas from day one. And this is me encouraging you to mash the gas with this gold rush plan. And so I just want to make sure that everybody who want to, let me know in the chat if you want to. Type I want to if you want to end May strong. Let me know. And then also, I'm curious to see who I'm talking to. What rank have you hit so far? Are you bronze, or if you are an affiliate, or are you silver? And don't be shy, don't be bashful about it. Everybody here is at a different place. But I just want to see you make that declaration that no matter that I may be an affiliate one right now, but I'm going to do what I have to do so that I can mash the gas and end this month strong. Okay. And so if you make this day one of 90 days, and 90 days, honestly, with my busy life and being a mom and like trying to do so much, to me, 90 days just seems like that's a long time to be committing to go hard for 90 days. I don't know if I could be a whole consistent for 90 days, honestly. But what if you could be consistent for the next 25 days just to close out this month and then start you another 25, 30 days next month? Let's look at it like that. Let's see where you can be at by the end of this month. And let me tell you something. Hitting the gold rank, that is ideally the first rank to set your sights on. Like you should dream about like being gold. You might be dreaming about being diamond and double diamond and crown diamond, but if you're not gold yet, you should dream about being gold, right? So you by the time you hit gold, especially at the end of this presentation, you should see the way that you can be diamond. And so hitting goal, y'all, with the simple math of this company, all it takes, right? When you focus on consistent action, leverage duplication, and watch your business grow, all it takes is 10 elite packs. Now, before I lose y'all, don't hang up because I know some of y'all thinking that my network do not have $1,200 to get an elite pack. I get it, but I want to have you with this mindset, and I'm going to also help you with how to shift who you're talking to. Okay. Um, I have never sold the highest package in any of my businesses that I've been a part of because my mindset was, how am I going to convince these people I'm barely selling a $50 package or $100 package for the price? Like I'm selling that, but I can't see them coming out of their pocket with $1,000 or 1,500. That was my mindset because it wasn't enough value on that package, right? Here, there is so much value to a person getting that elite pack. Y'all, let me know if you knew this or if you didn't. Comment in the chat section if you knew what I'm about to say. Do you know that when somebody starts with the elite pack, they're getting $3,300 worth of product for $1,200? Did you know that? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Do you know that? That's number one. All right, y'all. I'm looking at the chat. Let me know. Did you know that when you start at the elite pack, you get grandfathered in at the highest percentage you can earn in the weekly binary possible? So possible until you hit diamond, I should say. So the only time your weekly binary pay increases is when you hit diamond, when it goes from 15 to 20%. So if you come in at the basic, you are leaving money on the table in your weekly binary pay. Because here's two different ways. One, if you start at the smallest pack, your whole mindset and your demeanor is going to focus on that because you feel like that was all you could do. So you're going to believe that's all they can do. And then number two, you're leaving money on the table because you're starting at 10% in the weekly binary instead of 15% in the weekly binary. Mind you, with this gold rush, if you have at least four people that are doing this with you, you will get a weekly check from that weekly binary. And if you at elite, and if you're not there, you should upgrade as soon as possible. You will get 15%, and that's the highest you can go before you hit diamond. When you hit diamond, then it becomes 20%. So, did y'all know that? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. And so, with it being so much value, do you know at the Elite Pack, that's the only way you can get a scanner at half off? We haven't seen a scanner sale in a while, right? So imagine someone starting and they don't have a scanner. Of course, we can work our way up to that, but that should be like Kieran and I both. We did not start at the Elite Pack, but we made sure that we worked our way up to upgrade to the Elite Pack. Once, especially when we saw the benefits of it. Because I'm going to be honest, maybe for like the first 2 months, we didn't understand the benefits of it. But once we saw the benefits of it, we hurried up and upgraded that, right? And so if you had that mindset And now I'm going to show you how to target a specific audience that can increase your odds of finding the right people who will see the vision for that, who will see the value in getting that. And even if they can't, they will have a desire in their heart to get it. So then they will eventually get it because that will make it the simplest way for you to achieve gold within the first month. Or so I've seen it happen within the first 2 weeks. I've seen someone hit gold. Matter of fact, I've seen someone earn almost $1,000 within 3 days just by enrolling their first three people at the Elite Pack. And so they got paid from the fast start in the binary almost $1,000 within 48 hours. And so that's why I want you to see, and it's not like we're selling makeup or jewelry or something people can live without. We're literally helping people restore limbs, restore their health, improve their everything. I don't want to go too deep, but if you've been scanning people, you know the quality of what we've been offering. Somebody drop it in the chat section. Tell us in the chat what's one thing that one of your customers have experienced so far. Has it been better blood sugars? Has it been better blood pressure? Can I just get 5 people on here to drop in the chat so that way everybody can be in unison and to know and have the same mindset that I'm not suggesting that you sell somebody $3,000 worth of something that is not valuable. And so you may say, you know what, that sounds good, but that sounds like, a bit much to do the elite pack. What if you did 20 premium packs, which is the one right under it? You would still be able to hit gold. Look at that simple math to gold. Either 10 elite packs. And this is within 130. If you start today, you have a whole 25 days to find, and it doesn't have to be 10 people from you. See, what I'm about to share with you is if you aim to bring in 4 people, four, and we're going to talk about how to find these qualifying people that will increase your likelihood of actually achieving this. Okay, give me a second. We get ready to go there. If you bring in 4 people and then you help those 4 people do this same gold rush plan, like immediately get them going with it, then look at how 4 people bringing in 4 people within 1 month gives you 12 people in your organization. How much is 12 times 1,000? Can somebody drop that in? I know the math, of course, but maybe I should say it because this is recording. So, 12 times 1,000 is 12,000. That is gold volume. How much you need for gold? 10,000. So can you find 4, just 4, and then help those 4 do the plan that I'm talking to you about today to find 4 more? Duplication is the key to sustainable success. When you teach others what you did, your network multiplies without burning out. So, imagine the stress comes from feeling like, oh my gosh, I've just talked 30 people into signing up at the membership level and I'm not making any money. I'd be stressed. I'd be very stressed if I did all that work and they signed up and they didn't even buy any products. I personally don't even tell people about the membership. Okay. I would tell them if they just want to buy product because I scan them and they say, oh, I want to buy some product, but I don't want to do the business. Okay, well, get the membership. Let me go ahead and help you place your order right now. Oh, you don't want to place an order right now? Okay, well then let me know when you're ready. Your total is going to be about 350. Let me know how much you want to start with, and when you're ready, then I'll come back and we'll revisit it and we'll get you going. Because I'm not going to take my time to sign you up at the membership for nothing. Okay. And so I should have changed this page because it was supposed to say 4. The reason why I changed the number from 3, because at first I was thinking like 3 get 3, right? But it makes sense to do 4 get 4 because you need at least 4 personally enrolled partners to hit the rank of gold. But when you enroll your 4 people and you help them, and we can already talk about how to help them. Don't y'all, it's gonna be so exciting when I share with you how to help them. Okay. All right. So when you get your four and then you help them four get their four, okay? The reason why it's important to get four is because you can't earn 10,000 all in one leg, because then you won't be able to rank advance. You have to have that either within two legs or spread out amongst a multitude of legs. So if you focus on getting four partners, then that will give you the multitude that you need to spread it out. Okay. And now, so you get your four, teach and duplicate, focus on teaching others to do exactly what you did. Okay, we talked about that. Let's go ahead to what's next. Now, you have your four, you're starting to get that, they're starting to get their four. But before you may even just, let's say this week, let's break it down like that, really tangible, like right now. Today is Monday. Let's say by Friday, you enroll your first person, right? And they could have gotten the elite pack or they could have got the platinum. Anything, any one of the packs. They got started. You got your first person. Now, I want you to automatically shift your focus to leadership. Okay, even before you hit gold, the minute you can take control of what's about to happen for your organization, for yourself, like helping to guide them, making sure they know about all the calls, making sure they are pre-planning for what they about to do next and what they want to do, then you'll have you're more likely to help them actually start to build towards goal for themselves, right? And so now when you help, I'm looking for a particular one. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, we're gonna get there. I'm so excited about sharing with y'all the part about how to do it. I'm like, when is it gonna pop up? That's what I'm thinking every time I click a page. I'm like, that's not it. All right. So listen, once you have five goals in your organization, can you imagine from what I just said? You have four that gets four, right? And you duplicate that. So maybe in this first next 20, 30 days, you become gold, and maybe you create a couple of sapphires. You might even pop out one gold in your organization. But when you duplicate what I'm about to share with you, all you need is five golds. Somebody type five golds in the comments. You only need five people to hit gold. And maybe I probably should have also started with the significance of gold. Do y'all know that at gold, that's where the car bonus kicks in? And if you don't want the actual $500 car bonus every month, maybe you want the $800 in free product. That's where the monetary bonus is, because everything before then you get money towards products. And I don't know about you, but I'm like, look, I got enough products. I upgraded to the elite pack, like I want, give me the monetary bonuses. That's me. And so I wanted to get to that quickly so I could get that $500 car bonus, because when we first started this business, we was 3 months behind on the car payment. Can you imagine how hitting gold helped us? And so when you look at it like that and you helping people start getting the monetary bonuses, you are more likely to have solid partners. Now we got to show them how to maintain it. And in order to maintain it, we need the duplication of a system. Here's where the next part, the next page I've been dying to get to, comes into play. Okay, so when you have five goals in your organization spread across legs, that is true leverage. Okay. All you need is five to hit diamond, because you only need 50,000. So if five people have 10,000 in group volume, that is diamond. Who can see themselves, based on what I said so far? Who can see themselves hitting diamond in the next 90 days? Let me know. If you're thinking that big, if you're seeing it, if you like, okay, if she just tell me exactly how we can help these people and what we can do different, I can hit diamond because this makes sense. That's all I want to know. I don't want to know, like, I just want to know who sees it. Like, I can hit diamond because this makes sense. All right, let me take a drink because I've been trying to get to this page in my mind the whole time. So I had, before I explain this, it came to me. It was like God just dropped into my mind about how when I was with a previous company, right? And with this, about my first company ever, the company I was with, when my upline threw me the legal pad and said, just take some notes. I was like, what else was all right? So that company, one thing they taught us is When we were going to go sit with people, how many of y'all went and did scans and you took your time, you got there, you did the scan, and then they didn't buy anything, nothing happened. You probably was just with them for 2 hours and you didn't get anything. Like they didn't even refer nobody to you. How many of y'all experienced that? I have. Go ahead, type I have. And who want to avoid experiencing that again? Who want to avoid having the conversation and somebody saying, "Well, I don't really have the money," or "I gotta talk to my husband. I gotta talk to my wife." Like you should have talked to them before you had me come talk to you for 2 hours. So listen, focus on quality appointments. One thing they taught us is one, you never make an appointment without the other spouse, right? So y'all write that down. When you are making appointments to go scan people, I'm all for it. And I'm going to talk to you why this is going to be critical in the gold rush in a second. But when you making appointments to go scan people, which I think we all should do after today, I hope that you get it and we all just start going at these appointments. You want to make sure that they are married. One, write this down. Two, they have children. Three, they have a steady income. Four, they own their house. And listen, if they don't own it, they at least been living there for more than, 2 years, 3 years. They're a little stable. The stability you're looking for because they are more likely the people that will have the extra money to do something, to make a move, right? And they're over 25 years old. So that company taught me this, and it came to me that, you know what, if we start using this when we're looking for our next business partner, now I ain't talking about just to sell a pack of tea to them or, just to sell one product to them, because you could do that to anybody. You could sell a product to anybody, because even a person that makes bare minimum can save their money for 2 weeks and buy a product. But if you're talking about working this gold plan with those elite packs, you find somebody that fit all five of these, I can bet you if you scan them, they will figure out how to get that elite pack with that scanner. You know why? Because even if they don't want to actually build the business, they will see how what you just showed them could benefit their entire home because they are married. That means that they have a husband or a wife that they care about. They have children that they care about. I met a man the other day that said that he spends, prior to our company, he was spending over 3,000 a month on supplement plans for his whole family because everybody needed something different. He was so excited at how much he would save by using ours and getting it wholesale. So maybe that's not the situation in your actual location. It could be a little different, but I'm gonna tell you something now. One thing that's not different is somebody is going through something in their health that they can't explain. Somebody is going through something in a house that they don't know how to deal with and don't know who to turn to. So you go and you sit with that husband and that wife, and now she's looking at him saying, "Uh-huh, you know that's right." Or he's looking at her saying, "Yeah, you have been. You have a potential new partner right there." Okay. And so how these appointments can come into play so that you can help your four get there for. Let me see, is it on here? Okay, yes. In their first 72 hours. And matter of fact, today starts your 72 hours. Forget everything you did before today. Let today be your first 72 hours, today, right now. Call your upline or their upline because maybe your upline don't have a scanner. Call your upline and say, who has a scanner? Who has a scanner that we connected to? And make sure it's an upline of an upline, right? Or something somewhere up there, right? Somebody that's local to you. And connect with them and make appointments with people who fit at least 3 out of the 5 things that we mentioned in the previous page. Married, have children, steady income, own a home, over 25. In your next 72 hours, make 3 to 5 appointments with people who qualify in those 5 areas and watch what happens by the end of the week. I bet you. And so when you do that, right? Not only will you be able to start selling some of the product that you have on you, but you'll be trained. And here's the thing. It'll be so easy to do that. Maybe that person that you're thinking about is your aunt, or it could be your pastor. It could be somebody you've been looking at in your phone saying, I just wish I could call them, but they're going to say no. Now is your time to call that person because now you're not calling them to say, can you join me in business? Can you buy some products from me? All I want you to do is call them and say, hey, I am needing training for this medical system, or no, not medical. Let me correct that. This wellness system that I am doing, I need training. My coach is willing to train me. Can we come to your house tomorrow around 6 o'clock so I can get training? Because guess what? Let me tell y'all how that worked like a charm in my first company. And the only difference was when we were doing it back then, I took people to my family's house so I could get trained. But what I didn't realize was happening was when that person went with me, they made money and I didn't because I needed a license. Well, here you can actually make money. So that person with the scanner is going to show up with their scanner and they're going to be happy to train you. That's why I said make sure it's the upline of an upline or upline somewhere upline. Okay. They will be happy to trust me. So they're going to come, especially if it's a qualifying family, like I just suggested. And they're going to train you. They're going to do the scan with them. They're going to break down the results with them. They're going to show them what's going on and how to use X Vital to decipher what it's saying and what products they need. If they do the method that I'm going to train on when I do the scanner I'm gonna do a scanner training call. I'm sorry. Probably this week. And so if you when you see that come out, you're gonna want to tune in because it shows you how to psychologically get people to buy into where we're going with this, and you don't have to ever feel like you're trying to make them buy it. So just tune in. And so when you take them, right? Let's say Camille, because I see Miss Camille. Miss Camille, today is the first day of her 72 hours. She calls her upline. She says, hey, when are you available this week? Okay, you available on Wednesday and Thursday? Bet. Save those days for me. Then Camille goes and call those people she been scared to call the whole time because we all got people on the phone that we scared to call, we hesitant to call, or we just haven't built up the courage yet for whatever reason. And 9 times out of 10, they're the people that got it together, right? They might have a degree, they got a profession that makes you feel intimidated, they make a certain amount of money that makes you feel intimidated, their lifestyle looks all put together. It's something about them that makes you look at them and say, they're not going to want to do this. Call that person and say, can I come get my training with you? Because I know you're going to ask some good questions, and that's what I need. That you can even say that. See, y'all see all these scripts I'm throwing out there. And then when Camille goes with her upline or her upline, and they do the scan, they show the results, that person is going to say, how did y'all know? My doctor just told me my arteries were blocked. How did you know that I was having a problem using the bathroom? How did you know that I have kidney stones? Whatever it is, they're going to be blown away. Listen, this guy I met with the other day, he was so impressed with the scan. I honestly didn't ask him for money to do the scan because I had him come to my neighborhood so I didn't have to go far. And he was the prospect of someone in my team that's in Maryland. So I wasn't going for the money in that moment because I was just like, he wants to recruit him. So let me scan him so I can help him close him. I did my part as the upline, right? So at the end of it, he was like, I'm going to go through such and such so I can send you some money because this information is just too good. Like, and you used your time, you explained it to me. And I was like, you don't have to send me anything. I was like, although people do usually charge $50 to $70, I really was saying that so I could plug into his mind what he could do. I was like, people usually charge $50 to $70 for these scans, but I didn't come here for that. And he was like, well, I'm going to send you something through such and such. I said, well, listen, sir, here's my Cash App. You don't have to send it through nobody. Go ahead, click this Cash App and go ahead and send. And I was surprised he actually sent $70. So I gave him a detox tea sample. But I say that to say, when people see it, when they see things that relate to what they've been feeling, they're going to ask questions. So you went there for training, but really now that upline of the upline is going to help you close them. Anybody see value in what I just said? Type a number 2 in the chat, please. Let me know. Let me know. And so after the scan is done and they want they want to see well, what can we do about this and what can we do about that, That's where you offer them, the opportunity to either, that's where I would say, this is all you need. I write it out for them. I go by the summary. I show them what the summary says that they need. And at that point, they already know why they need it. So then I give them the total. If the total is $790, I say, this is your total, $790. Now we can go about this two ways. You can send me that 790. I take Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, you name it, or you have cash. Or you can get it, become a member, get it wholesale. And if you get the largest package, you can even get the scanner for half off. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say, how much is the largest package? And so let's say you say, you know what? I really don't have nobody in my network that I look up to. And honestly, when I first got into network marketing, I didn't either. Like my whole network was partiers, people who didn't have children. Mind you, I started in network marketing when I was like in my mid 20s. I didn't even have children. So none of my friends had children. We didn't own no homes, even though some people at 25 own homes. I just wasn't from that crowd. I was from the crowd that was doing everything that we should have been doing, right? And so none of my people would have been qualifying people. So I get it. And if you're looking in your phone and you say, I absolutely don't have not one qualifying person in my phone, how can I book an appointment with these people and they don't even have three out of the five? Host a sip and scan. Like have them meet you at the local park or coffee shop or anywhere public that people can gather. It doesn't have to be at a house. Like if I'm on the island, when we were in Jamaica, we would meet people at Pegasus at what's that park across from Pegasus? I forgot what it's called. That park across, y'all know if you're in Jamaica, you know what I'm talking about. We have met people in Montego Bay at this little area that had like a waterfall in the middle
It's
of
called
it.
Emancipation Park.
Say that again.
Emancipation Park.
Emancipation Park. Yep. Uh-huh. And so we would meet people outside. And yeah, maybe you may be thinking, well, I need my laptop. I need to plug it, charge it before you get there. And that way, what you do is you let them know, listen, I charged it before I got here, but listen, who want to go first is going to be 3,000 Jamaican dollars. I need you to come do it now. And if you're really serious about getting this done, then you should be the first one because if you that creates a fear of missing out because your battery might die. And I can bet you, if it's 10 people there and only five of them get scanned, at least two more gonna follow you over across the street to Pegasus so you can charge it. Because we always the last ones when we do this. When we meet up, like when we do a vending event, people are always still, we end up getting put out like y'all gotta go shut it down now because people are still coming to us because they want to get scanned and they want to get their products. So host a sip and scan, invite people and do it collectively with your people. If you're doing you get four and then you find four, you might only have one right now. Call that one and say, listen, I need us to work together so we can build this up because we need to be the reason why it reaches our neighborhood. We need to be the reason why it reaches our community, our church, our school, our whatever. So do this with me so we can plan and invite people. If you don't have them people in your network so that you can get those quality people in your network. Is that making sense? So the person Pastor Femi, he went diamond this month, last month. Well, because we in last month and this month. He went diamond a couple days ago. Pastor Femi and I would have never ever crossed paths. I didn't go to school with him. I never worked with him. I never saw him before a day in my life. But me networking, I met him through a friend. So he ain't even a direct friend of the friend that I met. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I put myself in circles of people who were those kind of people. Remember in the beginning, I said, who do I need to become? See, I worked on me to become that person that felt comfortable in those circles. So then when I got in those circles, I kept close to those circles so that I can meet more people of those circles. And so when I first started with Vital Health, I called someone from that circle and she said, what about Femi? You talked to him? I hadn't talked to Femi in like 5 years. So who in here hasn't talked to somebody in a long time? Maybe you retired from that job and you haven't talked to that person since you retired. Maybe you left that school. You haven't talked to that person since you left that school. Go ahead and get over the awkward conversation because that person could have woke up this morning saying, Lord knows I don't want to have a headache again today. And here you go calling saying, would you like a natural way to deal with your wellness goals or your health? And they like, I was just telling God I didn't want to have a headache today. I did not know Femi had just had a stroke. Right? Like I want to say weeks before I called him, he was recovering and he still wasn't feeling like himself. And what helped him feel like himself is getting on a regimen of our products. And now he's looking good, feeling good, bouncing around like the young man he was when I met him 5 years ago. And so, that is what networking can do. That is where networking can take you. So don't feel hopeless if you're in a place right now where you say, I don't know the people. But you have to put yourself in a position that you can meet the people, whether it be on social media or if you are, as you're calling people in your phone, and when they tell you, no, I don't have no interest to use any of those products. My last and final question in every conversation is, well, do you know anybody struggling with their health right now? And yeah, some people will actually say no. And you and I both know, all y'all and we know that they lying, right? Because there's no way you don't know at least one person. But that just makes me say, dang, you really don't care about the people that you connected to. I would hate to be your friend. I would hate to be your cousin. Because somebody is connected to you that's needing what I'm having, and you are being selfish by saying no. I'm saying it to myself, I move on and I keep asking. That is my final question. When someone say to me, no, I don't want to get on a call. No, I don't want to meet up to do a sip and scan. Well, listen, do you know anybody? Okay, no matter of fact, I can't even say that's my final question because depending on what mood I'm in, I will even say if I send you a status, will you post it and shout me out? Because you're gonna get that person is either going to support me or I'm going to delete and block them. That's what I do. You don't have to. That's what I do. So, unless they're family or a real friend, like somebody I really know in real life. But if it's just somebody I added on social media because I wanted to network and they don't even want to network, why are we connected? So I asked them, who do you know? And if they say I don't know anybody, I say, well, can I send you a status so you can maybe post it, shout me out, let them know what assignment I'm on, what divine assignment I'm doing on, and how I'm helping people. Okay. And so here's the last thing. I think this is the last thing. No, probably next. It's almost over. Almost over, y'all. Almost over. I want to stress to you, one, show up to every training. If you have the financial means to do so, plan to come to this event in Dallas, y'all. If you can get here, plan to come to this event because I have been in the industry for 16 years. I've never been to a company event that made me want to tell people to come like this. Because one, the way that they train is like I've paid thousands of dollars for training that they're only charging $99 for. Like when I experience the training that they do, they being Vital Health as a company, as a corporate, just everybody who will speak. When I get what I get from them is stuff that I've paid. I've like usually for an event like this with the white party on Friday, the workshop on Saturday, the workshop on Sunday, I've paid $500 in my previous company for every event to be able to attend everything every day. And this is only $99. And when I went to the Diamond Retreat, I felt more seen. I felt like I got more value out of being there than I ever at any event that I've ever been to. And I'm that person that can say I never missed an event that I qualify for. Because guess what? Remember in the beginning, I said I wanted to see who I needed to become so that I can one day be a diamond. So that now I'm saying I can one day be crowned diamond. Who do I need to become? What characteristics do I need to possess? Look, forget that. How should I walk? Should I hold my hand? What do I need to do? How should I talk? Y'all, and I'm serious about the how should I talk part because when I first started doing presentations for like opportunity and all of that, I'm a little relaxed now because I get it. But in the beginning, I was forcing myself to talk slow and proper. So I was talking like this and reading the screen. My presentation literally would be like, success in Gold Rush isn't about occasional, because I was trying to become a different version of myself. Because I'm from Baltimore. But in Baltimore, we was talking like, we don't pronounce all the words. And I didn't want to show up like that. I felt like a diamond wouldn't show up like that until I met that one that probably came to mind when I said that for y'all. If y'all know who I'm talking about, if you know, you know. Show up to every training, okay? Imagine being in a room with hundreds or thousands of people who have health testimonies where they were on their last leg. They were on 20 medications. Now they came off and their skin is glowing, their energy is up. It is exhilarating. If you didn't believe you could go diamond by the end of this year, if you come to that event, you will know for sure you'll be a diamond by the end of this year. I can put that on everything. Show up to every training. That means the calls that are Monday through Friday are designed to teach you the AM powers. If you're not at work, and if you are at work and you can hide your head buds and the little thing in your ear and watch YouTube, then get on the call. Y'all, I tell people all the time, listen, the house could be on fire. If there's a training call going on and my kids outside with me, I'm gonna be on the call listening. I might not have the camera on, but I will just listen. That's how, I mean, maybe not today, but like when I first started, that's how it would be because I wanted to see who I need to become and I didn't want to miss a thing that could help me become that person. Okay. And so there are the morning calls. And you may say, I don't want to get on all the opportunity calls. I'm already in the business. But when you keep hearing it, it teaches you how to say it. It teaches you how to do it. It teaches you how to speak about it. So getting on every single call for at least the next month. That's all I'm asking. Now I ain't asking forever. Because y'all know I don't make it on every call. I be so busy sometimes. At least for the next 30 days. Commit to every single call there is and watch what it do for your mindset. Watch what it do for your work ethic. Watch what it do for your commitment level and your belief level. Watch what it do for your team when you get on every single call. You commit to that. And you might be at work, but like I said, if you can listen to YouTube at work, you can listen to the call. Okay. Stay plugged in. Um, have a daily specific number of people that you want to reach out to every day. Y'all heard that before. I think this is basic stuff you've heard before, but it's very important because you need to have a daily method of operations. So maybe you know your time is really restricted. You can only reach out to 5 people a day. Just say, hey, how was your day? To 5 people. Say, hey, how you doing? To 5 people. Hey, how's the family? To 5 people. And you never know. One of them might say, I'm good, but I just left the emergency room. Oh my gosh, really? I hope everything is okay. Yeah, I'll be all right. And I say, well, what could get you from all right to great? And they say, this, and that. I say, okay, listen, I have 4 videos I want to send you. First, I just want you to watch the first 2. And then if those intrigue you, then watch the next 2. I can drop the 4 videos in the groups, and that way all y'all leaders and everybody can send it out to y'all. This is my thread that I use every single time I am working on closing somebody. It's 4 videos because the first 2 is the 8-minute video. See, a person that don't really know if they want to do it, they don't want to watch a whole hour presentation. That's why they hang up sometimes in the middle of it. They don't want to listen to a whole 30-minute. They don't even know if they like it enough. So that 8 minutes will either grab the right person's attention, or if they are the wrong person, it'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not watching no more. I'm not, this is one of those things. It's probably the person that be like, it's one of those things. They weren't your person anyway. So that would quickly go ahead and not have them waste your time, or you waste, or whatever. And so those 4 videos will help you close people because it'll really help you identify who the people are that you want to spend the most time talking to and closing and scanning and networking through. So I'll send those 4 videos. They are very helpful. The second one is a 2-minute scanner video. And then the third one is longer presentation. I think is the opportunity, and then the fourth one I believe is the like a product overview. So I send those 4 because I'm like, if they get through the first 2 and they get excited like I did, they're gonna want to watch the next 2. All right, and just stay consistent. No excuses, just results. Your results do not care how you feel. So to wake up or to go come home from work and say I don't feel like it today is only delaying you to getting kickstarted into what you really came here to do? How many days you want to delay it? If you've been here for 3 months already, then that means you done already delayed it 3 months if you're not gold yet. So how much longer do you want to delay it? Feel how you feel and do it anyway. Because 9 times out of 10, whatever you feeling is a result of the life that you don't even want to be in the midst of. And if you distract yourself with focusing on something positive, something full of motion, something that you start having conversations and they be like, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I want to join. Yeah. And I know it might not go that way. They might say no, right? And what they say, don't beat a dog or don't beat a horse lies down or whatever. And it could go that way. That's when you call your upline. If you are already feeling like you don't feel like it and you're making phone calls or you're sending messages and you still feel like you're not getting where you want to go in those conversations, call your upline. If your upline doesn't help you, call your upline. Go all the way up until you feel better. Watch how that works. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen right now. I hope you guys got some value out of this, and I would love for Mr. Mark Thomas to go ahead and hop on and maybe close us. Oh, wait. Before that, Mr. Abidemi, before Mark, I definitely want you to hop on and close it out. But thank you so much, Miss Sybil. Mr. Abidemi, he might be helping a customer. This man, he owns his store and he doesn't even go out. He hit gold and he hit it from operating his store and scanning people at the same time. He been on his phone using his network. I've never seen him on social media. I think I seen him post on WhatsApp for like the first time today or something. And so, Mr. Abidemi, if you could share with them how it's been running the gold rush. You just started 5 weeks ago. You hit gold in 5 weeks. And maybe you could share with them, you can unmute and share with them, maybe how it feels or, what do you feel like how did you do it? Like, what happened? What did you do?
Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much. And of course, I will really appreciate you, Aisha. I know you've done well. Each time I call you, even when you're supposed to take care of a baby, you are always there for me. So this goal is not just personal, right? You can see Florence there. The lady you see, Flo. I know she's at work, but she was the one that rounded it up the last day. That was yesterday, and she delivered someone joined the team, and of course, she made it happen, right? So just as what you said, it's a thing of a team, right? It's about team, and when you do have a team, you cannot get there. Because at the point when I started, I felt maybe it's not going to work. We called what happened when you just start in the first month. Right? I lost $3,000, 3,000 points. Then I came back again to say, oh, so it's gone like that. I called you several times, even fighting you that I don't understand. I don't understand, right? But those are the things you see in the business. So thank God for that. That motivated me more because I said I wanted to really good. And you see Lucas there. Lucas is working hard. I know how he left his job and go to able to scan. I know by tomorrow or next he's going to deliver. So those are the things which I have. And Kayode just joined me. Mr. Kayode is very active. You know, when you see a good man, right, that knows what he or she wants, he just told me, "Oh, Abidemi, I only talk for like 2 minutes." He told me, "I've seen what I want. Don't you stop yourself. I'm going." He gave me a time. I could not even meet up the 11 o'clock. He called me at 11 o'clock, and I told him, "Sir, I'll be there in 30 minutes." And that's how he came on board. So it's a team of the team. It's a team of the team, right? It can never be done by one person, and that's the realistic. So what actually made me come on board was the guy that introduced me to this and my senior boss, who is Pastor Femi, right? Pastor Femi, I saw what happens to him, and of course, he told me about it again, saying this is the medication that helped me. What happened to him? He had a partial stroke, and he's been to the hospital where they told him he's going to spend 9 months before he can talk, 11 months before he can walk, and all of that. He came on board with somebody before Aisha, and that person introduced Aisha, and he got the supplement, and he began to take the supplement. By God's grace, everything we do is also by God's grace, right? And that's how he was healed. So even the church member could not believe it that this is the man that was down. He came on board just as fast as nobody expected. So those are the things that motivated me that, yes, I'm ready to help people. Like what I do, I know we're supposed to get money from it. I do it for free because I know if immediately I capture you for scanning, then I'm going to bring out your compositive results that's going to show you the 3-4 pages. And of course, I'm going to write it up. Like the last 2 days now, the first person, that person happens to be our friend. I did the report. He checked it out. I showed him. I said, let's start with this. You can't buy all the supplements at the same time. But you will see one of the supplements solving 3 to 6 different effects. And that's why he came on board. I did for $407 for him. And immediately went to tell another person, telling, oh, come check it. He's like, this is good. Because, the good thing about it is the scanner. Each time I sit down and I look at it, without the scanner, we won't be able to do this business. No. If you don't scan anybody, then the business will stand. Will not stand, right? So, and that's what causes it. Can you believe it? On Sunday, the man brought his colleague, and that did another 409. That's why you see me buying products each time, right? And those are the things we see. Sincerely, I must confess. This Vital Health is really good. And it's not about the money, right? But it is also about the money. So when I sell some of the products, then I buy the product worth 300, I made about 150 PV. I have influential bonus. The day you trained me about the influential bonus, the influential bonus was so sweet. I saw $50. I was thinking it's just $50. I began to buy the daily supplement. Daily. I bought it $10 with inflation bonus. And those are the things you see. Why this
I remember when you clicked it, you said $10.
I said $10. Wow. Are you training me? No? Yeah, you train me, though. So thank you so much, Aisha, sincerely. I thank my team because without them, I can never be. So I appreciate you. I appreciate all the team in the group. I believe we can make it. We can do it.
Yes.
The good thing about it is that the supplement works. That's it. Thank you, man.
Yes, thank you. All right. With that being said, thank you so much for all you shared, Mr. Evidemi. And Mr. Mark Thomas, you want to close us out?
Hey, Aisha. Wow. This was absolutely a powerful training. Definitely sharing with us, the keys to success. And I just love the terminology, goal rush. It just has that momentum, just has that momentum behind it. And from you and I spoke and you mentioned goal rush, it just connected. I was like, yeah, definitely my team needs to hear this because definitely I love when persons, are having success and they're ready and willing to share, what it is that is, causing that success. And we just want to thank you this evening, Miss Aisha Queen, for really sharing with us. And, we would say, downloading in our spirits, definitely some tools, some things that we can go back and use. And just right now, I'm just busy scanning my, the things I'm doing to see how I can implement these things. And, it just reinvigorated me as well, to push harder. And so, we appreciate that. And I'm sure many of the other persons on this call tonight, you are ready to go. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Like, everything starts in the mind. And if you can see yourself a diamond in your mind, then you can get there in the physical. So everything starts in the mind. What is your obsession? Is your obsession, and let me just say this as well, Miss Aisha Queen, and I'm not training again, I'm not getting back into again, but let me say this. If you're not obsessed about this business, if you're not obsessed about vital health products, if you're not in awe of the products, if you are not getting down into understanding the products and knowing the products and just engulf with this business, let me just say this. It may not be for you because guess what? If you're going to be successful, you got to learn the business. You got to know the business. There's no other way around it, right? But guess what? Once you're here and you're on this call, it means that you are divinely appointed for such a time as this. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to fulfill the potential that has been divinely appointed for your life? Because nothing in life happens by choice. What happens is that an opportunity comes, and my coach, when I used to play football or soccer for those in the US, and he says opportunity comes with wings. And so you have to catch that opportunity right away as it comes before it flies away. So guess what? Tonight was an opportune time. Tonight was a night where you got information that changed your life. You might not see it yet, but it changed your life. And the book of scripture tells us that for lack of knowledge, people perish. But you can't say that tonight because Miss Aisha Queen gave us the knowledge for success. So with that being said, having the knowledge for success, being divinely appointed moment, and you are in that moment. We call it a Kairos moment. You can research it on Google. It's a Kairos moment. You are ready for success. So, team, let's go. Let's give it our all. Let's get rushing towards goal. I just want everybody just to type in the chat right now, goal rush. And by you typing goal rush, you are declaring in your future right now that you are a goal. So if you see yourself,
listen, can they unmute? Can they unmute? Can everybody unmute and say goal rush?
Or just unmute and just say goal rush.
Come
Everybody,
on, y'all, goal rush.
Yeah.
Go ahead, gold rush.
Gold rush. Gold rush.
Gold rush. Gold rush.
Gold rush.
Gold rush.
Gold
Yes.
rush.
Gold rush.
That's it.
Say gold rush.
Yes, that's it. Gold rush. Thank you
Say
all
gold
for
rush.
joining the training tonight. Thank you, Miss Aisha Queen, our Diamond Upline, for that amazing presentation. It's recorded, and I'll definitely share the recording. So for those of you who want to go back, make notes, or you feel like you missed something, you'll be able to see it again. Now, as I always say, guys, see you on the other side of success. This call is officially over. See you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss
Great
Aisha
job.
Queen.
Thank you.